Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and beautiful people. Today I am going to go over my most slept on machine in Satisfactory. So, we're going to start out by loading my old stream world and showing you one of the most annoying things in Satisfactory, which is pipes. The pipes in Satisfactory are a pain in the butt. And as you can see here, they just kind of go everywhere. They go on different angles. They cut through things. You can kind of keep them tidy, but they just kind of end up doing whatever the heck they want to do, like this. And so you have these awkward angles, weird shapes, and everything going on. And you can try to mitigate that by putting down the different connectors, the holders for the pipes. But ultimately, the pipes end up doing basically what the pipes want to do. And with liquids, pipes are also annoying because you end up having to use pumps. You have to push the water where it needs to go. There's head lift, and especially when it comes to aluminum production, it requires water, and it also produces water. Now, it does not produce as much water as is needed to make the process 100% one loop, and it ends up making too much that you can't just do one set amount either. So in this case, as you can see, all of the pipes are filled in my aluminum setup, and I oftentimes have to flush the system to get the aluminum to keep going. Right now it's shut down because I think everything's backed up. But if we come back downstairs, I don't know why I put a hole back. I don't know why I filled that hole back up. We have the water coming in. I tried to set valves so that like this back area wouldn't get filled up with all of the water coming in from over there. I tried to separate it and send it off in different directions so that it would go to other areas as well and not completely fill up the pipes, but the pipes end up getting filled and you can't do anything about it. And so pipes are the most annoying thing in Satisfactory, in my opinion. Now, one good thing that's coming in a future update, which they have talked about, is that they are going to try to make straight pipes, which is not what you put on your car to make it sound louder. It is something that will help the pipes stick to the horizontal and vertical up and down. They kind of have that with the vertical setting, but it's not exact. So I'm going to hop into my other world. Give me 1 second. Show you my most slept on machine. Of course, I came over here to take my thumbnail, so we have to go back to my aluminum production. I have 380 hours in Satisfactory. My previous world, I had 200 some hours. I was highly against alternate recipes for some reason. I don't know why. This playthrough, I've been embracing them as much as possible. So my most slept on machine is the packager. I think I used it like once to make a couple fuels to use in vehicles in my other world. I realized that it used up the containers and I didn't like it after that. But in this regard, the packagers are amazing. So as you can see here, the packagers are above where the machine inputs are. So you don't need any pumps with this system. The packagers themselves push the fluid out and gravity will flow it into the different machines. Now, we're just going to cut through the floor because it's easier. This is the resource well that I had in the other world. So I have the same one in this world, obviously. And a fully overclocked resource well will output 300 per pure well. A fully overclocked packager will package 150, so you need 2 packagers per pure resource well. If you're going to use all 300. Now, one nice thing about pipes is if it's coming down, you don't need a pump. You don't really need anything. Gravity will bring it down, which is nice. So I have the packagers clocked at a little higher than the production of the aluminum, which is the same setup as the old other world. This setup, I have 3 machines. They require 600, and they output 310. Now, the 310 is too much to put into one machine, or 2 machines, and it's not enough to put into 2 machines. And so it would back up if I did that, and I would have to flush the system as I did in the other world. However, with packagers, you can set it. I have it so the water goes up, it gets unpackaged, pumped into the machines. The canisters come back down, come over here, and come to a smart splitter where it's pushing the empty canisters to the left, and then anything that's overflow will go to the right. So it will prioritize putting empty canisters into my packagers from the output of the machine. So the output will get packaged up and used first, and then any extra, I'm going to kickstart this to get things going, just because I want to show you, and it's easier if I can actually show you. I didn't need 2 of them, but we'll do that. I'll get some Alcat too. I think I can throw some in there. Yeah. All right. So that should kickstart it. Did I come through over here, or did I come through up here? I don't even know where I came through the floor anymore. Terrible. So we're gonna go through right here. I basically use my underground for all of my spaghetti wiring. As you can see, there's just conveyor belts everywhere and a distinct lack of pipes. Now, as you can see, it prioritizes putting the containers over there, and any extra will then go through and go over to there. So it will always use up the water that is being produced from up top first, and then any extra will come over and be made and packaged over here, which you will never have to flush a pipe in this system, which is beautiful. And it is a closed loop system. The canisters never get used up. They always come back down. They get filled up. They get put over here, and we're good to go. Currently, I don't have that on, so it won't run indefinitely because the screen shape from that is very annoying. I don't know how they don't have that as an option, especially for people who get motion sickness from it, because that is a terrible system. And so one other nice thing is the packagers unpack a lot faster than they pack. So you only need 1 unpackager for the same 2 packagers. And you can do it with any liquid. So we have the water coming up from here. I believe we're using 250, so it's less than the 300 from the one well, but it's still, it doesn't hurt to have the extra. So it comes up, it gets unpackaged, it gets turned into sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid comes straight out of the machines and goes straight into packagers. It's packaged right up into sulfuric acid canisters. It's put into a resource bank because I have it going to 3 separate areas. Right now it's going to our iron area, which I believe is 5. I think it's 5 for most of them. So we have our iron, being leached over here, Archaeterium being leached over here using the alternate leached recipes. And then we have our copper being leached over here as well. So all three of those areas, I have it set up that the packagers are just directly going into it. This one is a little wonky because I didn't put my packager lower or higher. I found that if you put it too up, you can get it above and then you don't have the weird clearance issues. You can either do one way of getting things nicely to line up. You place a bunch of floors and then you can place the junctions wherever you need them to line up with the machines. And then you delete the floors and then you can get your pipes nice and clean, crisp lines. It's beautiful. It lines up. I have that the same way I have this one. Over here I have it slightly differently where I have the junctions vertically instead of horizontally. And then the pipes come down and swoop into the machine. I don't know which one I prefer more, but either way, it is so much more clean having the packagers and using the outputs being the conveyor belts, which you can turn into the straight mode, and so you always get the crisp, clean, square lines and right angles, and you can use the verticality of the lifters. I think they're lifters, right? Yeah, the lifts. And so you never have to deal with pipes for more than you have to. This is the extent of my pipes on this world. And it is all thanks to the packager. This machine has tidied up my base and got rid of all of the spaghetti from the pipes just going where they want, because you can't put them in straight lines like you can with the conveyor belts. So conveyor belts you can get going in straight lines. You can kind of do that if you were to set up and use the pipe junctions. I think it's these. Wall holes, floor holes. I don't even have. So the junctions and the like supports for the pipes, you could kind of like pre-route your routes. But I have found that this way, I haven't fixed this one. These technically go into the machine, so, but I haven't felt like dealing with that one. So at some point, I'll probably just turn this off and redo this one. But for now, it's fine the way it is. I think that is it for this one. If you liked it and you want to see more Satisfactory content, make sure you drop a like and leave a comment of anything you'd like to see. I stream occasionally on Fridays. And if you'd like to drop in, you're more than welcome to. It is the same name on Twitch. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.